Ka Liang Pyrshah ha ka ying dobar thawan ka jala Meghalaya kala kentu ya ka sarkar jala banthau la ka jong ka jingtohkit halo ka jingkynnoh bamsap na ka jingpentrei project smart metering balabai tingka da ka Asian Development Bank ADB ha ka jala habon ra ya kani kamat hakanta kli jingkli ka dorbar mangtingka jong ka ying dorbar thawan ka jala ha ka khatnyo tri gulber arhajar arpuar unong ilam ka Liang Pyrshah Dr. Mukul Sangma uloong ba ka term of reference jong ka commission ka badiru ka jingtohkit da ka sarkar jala kamya hap satya bat ka jingthu haba jubab usubut mentirang ba kajala badaikmi ya katanat company boarding electric uba perstun tensong ula kentai dak boong ba term of reference kaya hab ha ba kakarosha ya kajidai la ka jong bat ki project naka EDB bat naka scheme subagya uloong ba independent inquiry committee kadang penkre ka kai phot toket bat on IT halani shwa ka live trick ber arajar arpuar
Mr. Speaker, sir, reply to state question 136A. Yes, sir. Independent Inquiry Committee has been notified to inquire into various aspects of functioning of the MECL pertaining to procurement, AT and C losses and human resources management from 1st April 2010 to 31st March 2021. B. Sir, the members of the Independent Inquiry Committee constituted by the government are as follows. 1. Honorable Justice R.N. Mishra, retired High Court Judge. 2. Shri Manoj Kumar, retired IAS Administrative Member. 3. Shri Sumil Kumar, retired Executive Director REC Technical Member. C. Sir, the Independent Inquiry Committee has commenced its proceedings and has made 18 sittings till date. It has issued public notice inviting interested persons to depose before it, met officials of MECL, and has sought all the required documents from MECL. At present, the committee is preparing the report for submission before the deadline on 31st March 2022. D, sir, does not arise in view at A above, sir.
Mr. Speaker, sir, I know from the Honorable Deputy CM the terms of reference in as far as this independent inquiry committee is concerned. What is the terms of reference?
The terms of reference of the committee are as follows. The committee shall inquire into reports, findings, and make recommendations concerning the following aspects of functioning of MECL and its 3 subsidiary companies, that is Meghalaya Power General Corporation Limited, MEPGCL, Meghalaya Power Transmission Corporation Limited, MEPTCL, and Meghalaya Power Distribution Corporation Limited, MEPDCL. The inquiry shall cover the period from 1st April 2010. 1. Procurement. Inquiry into all major procurements covering both the need as well as the process, including fairness in the framing of tender clauses and the tender terms and conditions. The inquiry should cover the corporation's own procurement as well as major procurement made under central government sponsored schemes, state-funded schemes, and externally aided projects. The inquiry should specifically look into compliance with rules and regulations governing procurement. B. To critically examine the procurement rules and procedures of MECL and its substances and benchmark the same against the procurement rules and procedures of the government of Meghalaya and some of the better run energy corporations in other northeastern states. Number 2. AT and C losses, to examine at length the aggregate technical and commercial losses covering aspects of faulty metering underbilling, poor billing efficiency, poor collection efficiency, billing and collection from industries, pilferage of power and lack of accountability. The inquiry should also examine the steps taken by the MECL management to address the problem of high AT&C losses and whether these steps have the desired result. 3. Sir, human resource management. The inquiry should look into the recruitment procedures of MECL and its subsidences, their adequacy, examine some of the bulk hiring recruitments made, and also address the issue of surplus, deficit manpower across departments, sections in the corporation. The inquiry should also cover training of personnel and accountability of key personnel. So these are the terms of reference.
Mr. Speaker, sir, from the replies of the Deputy CM to the supplementaries, it is very clear that the terms of reference is not specific to this particular issue. Now, the important aspect which the government should have taken cognizance of is that the background and the circumstances leading the government to take a call to constitute the Commission of Inquiry under the relevant provision of the Commission of Inquiry Act 1952. But if we are looking at the terms of reference, then it is not specific, because to be seen as embarking upon an honest and committed endeavor to really come clear on any doubts about the manner in which the program is implemented, I think it should have been specific, and so that even the report of the inquiry can be faster, the time taken by the Commission will also be faster. Therefore, may I get a categorical assurance from the government that we will have a separate Commission of Inquiry notified by the government to go specific to this particular area of concern.
Sir, I think I've already read out all the details of the terms and reference. I don't know. The Honorable LO said that it is not specific. Because I think we all know, with due respect, our Honorable LO himself has been with Power Department for so many years, and he knew the inherent problems that generated every day, every month, and every year. So, taking into the importance of this issue, ultimately we decided from the government, because we wanted to really remove all this kind of confusion that has been inherited from year to year. Then we said, let us set up an independent inquiry committee and let them go deep down. But of course, we did not say that right from the beginning, but we said from 2010. From 2010 onwards till 31st March 2021. So all these subjects has been already indicated, and the committee is right now on. And yesterday also I have replied, sir, we are waiting for the report from the committee, which is supposed to be received by the government on or before 31st March of 2022, sir.
Mr. Speaker, sir, I appreciate that the government has decided that this independent committee for going into all these aspects, which is reflected by the terms of reference, to cover all aspects of the functioning of the MEECL, not just one arm of the MEECL, complete organizational setup under MEECL. It's highly appreciated. It will give lots of insight into the functioning and any of the probably avoidable irregularities or omission or commission, so that corrections can be appropriately formatted for the future to avoid such loopholes and the chances of any irregularities, omission or commission, or understand the weaknesses and strengths of the different arms of the organization. But here, I think the whole narrative and conversation in the state that emanated out of this implementation of smart meter is completely specific to this program. That is the reason why I'm saying, in addition to this, what we are saying that this Commission of Inquiry will go into the details. But for this particular specific issue, in order to instill confidence amongst the people of the state, may I get an assurance from the government that separate inquiry specific to go into the details of this implementation of this smart meter will be considered by the government?
Sir, once again, let me again read out the context of the terms of reference. 1. A. Inquiry into all major procurements covering both the need as well as the process, including fairness in the framing of tender clauses and the tender terms and conditions. The inquiry should cover the corporation's own procurement as well as major procurement made under central government-sponsored schemes, state-funded schemes, and externally aided projects. This is a very, very clear terms of reference. So I would request the Honorable LO to kindly be patient. So let the report comes, and then we will see what is to be done next.
I think the reply of the Deputy CM is very clear. They would like to go with this commission of inquiry only. It's important to understand that I can have patience, I have no problem, but we have to actually take into cognizance the concerns of the people. That's the only thing. So it's in the wisdom of the government, but I leave it to the government. But I would still insist and urge upon the government that even after submission of this report, if there is any reason to believe that the whole focus of inquiry has been diluted in as far as this specific matter is concerned, then the government should proceed with an independent inquiry specific to go into the details of this particular issue.
Sir, let me again reiterate. As I have said, the terms of reference, as far as procurement is concerned, it is specific. You can't say it is not specific. Be it ADB project, be it Sabikya, be it any, it is specific for this. So therefore, I fail to understand why Honorable LO still insisting on separate judicial inquiry, which now, as I said to you, in fact, this is the government who did it. All this year, I think no one did this, and we are doing it. And that's what I would request the Honorable LO to let us wait till the reports comes. We are here, we are transparent. We will not hide even a comma, a full stop, a semicolon. We will make sure that public should know what the government is doing.
Sir, from the amount that has been mentioned for the utilization of funds under smart meter projects, sir, already 51.85 crore has already been spent under the smart metering project, sir. And side by side, sir, from the replies of the Honorable Deputy Chief Minister, the process of inquiry is also going on. So one side we are seeing implementation, on one side also we are seeing the inquiry. So will this not affect the inquiry process, sir?
Sir, see, as far as the question is concerned or debate is concerned, of course, we have a limited scope. But when I reply about the implementation made, I have to ultimately, I have to place it on the table of the House. So therefore, the question of confusion, when the inquiry is on, as well as the reply that I've given, I think there is no question of confusion on that, sir.
Sir, I think the Honorable Deputy CM did not get my question. In the same start question, we see 152 today, which is may not come up for discussion. We're seeing 51.85 crore already being spent or is being spent on the smart metering project. And at the same time, this inquiry is also going on, sir. So, sir, if there are anomalies detected through the inquiry, then what will happen to this entire amount, sir? That is my specific question.
Okay. Yes, sir. So the reply is very simple. Before releasing the bill or the amount, we do have a security deposit. And this amount is only part payment, which we still have huge amount. If the report is everything in order, then we'll proceed further. Because see, the inquiry, what happened was the inquiry we constituted last year itself. The moment we constituted last year itself, no payment made anymore, and we are waiting for the report. Yes.